What's up guys, my name is Your Heroes and welcome back to a new video. It's really good to be back, and I just like to say, just before we get onto today's video, just for the first video that went out like in ages, I just like to say a lot of you just came to support me and just said welcome back, and it felt so nice. So guys, thank you for helping me kind of get back to my feet again. It feels really good just to kind of get back into normality and get to make content again. So yeah, it feels good. But today, as I said, I have something very special for you today, which is of course the Men of War 2 playtest date, which has officially been released. And what I've done is, a couple hours ago I put up on the community tab just saying about it's been officially released, so go check that out. But as you know, that a couple months ago, actually like 8 months ago, ages ago, that I made a video on Men of War 2, just a review on this video you see right in front of you. And I'm kind of just keeping the music off just because you've already seen it, or go check that video because it will be linked down in the description as well. But today I'm going to be giving a deeper dive of it, and I've actually, in true kind of Zero Heroes form, I guess, I've actually made a PowerPoint which kind of briefly explains what is in the playtest, what you can play, and then I'm actually going to be showing you, I'm going to be loading up the game and then showing you what the menu's like and what you can do within the game. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So here we are. So this is the kind of the Word document that I made, and it's briefly, again, just going to tell you how long the event's going to be running for, and a few other things which I felt which was important to mention to you guys today. So if you do want to keep updated with all the videos that will be coming out with the next couple of days, then make sure stay tuned to the channel, click that notification bell, and also hit the subscribe button. So as you can see, that the test review, I am very excited myself. I actually haven't played the game myself. I've actually been very busy with other stuff going on in my life just now, but I will be playing it tomorrow. I'll be getting a good review, I guess, of kind of the gameplay, the mechanics of the game, and then I'm going to make another video possibly on Monday or Sunday, possibly Sunday, because the playtest does end on Monday, so I'll definitely be up on the weekend at some point, and then I'll give you a wee bit more feedback. So the main menu and playtest info. So the playtest of course is live today, and it will run from the 11th of May, which is today as of recording, and then it'll end on the 15th of May. So you only have 5 days to play it, including today. So make sure you get playing, get testing, and give the developers a lot of feedback, because it is really important to make this game really, really big, I guess. You can also go to their Discord server for any feedback you want to give back to the developers, or the Steam discussions. Also, kind of going on to that, kind of if you do have any bugs, if you do, remember this is kind of like a test server, so it is just a play. Not everything will be working, you know, there will be bugs and all that, and kind of going on for that, what you do is, if you do find a bug, all you do is you press F5 and it'll take you to the bug reporting tool, and then all you do is just submit the bug report, and then that is it, and that's all you need to do. And then also, if you played this game in March, which was the multiplayer tech test, then you should have this game already in your Steam library. But if not, then just go to the Men of War Steam store page where you can just download it for free. And something that they did also mention is that some UI elements in the game will say system settings, and that's just because, like, again, the game is not fully, it's just a playtest, so not all the things, not everything will be kind of titled, I guess, correctly, but apparently it is very clear what everything does, but it will be fixed in the full release of the game. So just be aware of that if you are going to the game. If you do see system settings like multiple times, then just, they're clarifying that they know that this is, they know this issue, but it will be fixed soon. And that's really all you need to know, kind of the main menu infos. And we will be going into the main menu in a bit, but let's just get straight into kind of the main part and why we are all want to play it, which is the gameplay. The really good thing that I like what they've done is that they've kind of made a development update, which is on the store Steam page, so go check that out if you want to read the full things. But I've kind of quickly just kind of summed it down just to basically point out the important gameplay part. So they have 3 single player missions and also playable in co-op, so that's like your campaigns. So they have Ambush, they have Battle of Koisen, I'm definitely butchering that, Towards Freedom, and then you can also play these missions with other people in the multiplayer lobby, kind of like Gates of Hell or other ones you can do where you can play single player, you can play a campaign with your friends. So that's actually a really good thing to see, especially in the playtest, considering I don't think Gates of Hell actually had that. I don't think, as far as I remember, possibly. They have 3 PvP multiplayer mods, multi-playable in the new combined arm settings. So I've not properly checked this out about the combined arm settings, but I do know that what I've heard from other people, that it's meant to be quite good. So you've got your frontline, which is available through the PvP match making or custom lobby. You've got your control points available through custom lobby, and then you've got your combat available through custom lobby. So I've actually I recognize some of these multiplayer mods through like Gates of Hell, and also I think the original Call to Arms, which is kind of like your frontline, your control points. So these are kind of very similar to the other series of the game, and I wonder if it will play out kind of similar of the same games. I think they will, because they have mentioned in their development update about how some things are quite similar to their previous games that they've made, or the series of the games, if that makes sense. So I wonder, again, this is all be play tested, but a video will be coming about all these game modes very, very soon. We've got 1 PvE mode available through the custom lobby, which is line defense. So I get that's just kind of player versus bot. I kind of like the idea of this in case, like, for people that don't like to do player versus player, you know, PvP, for players who are brand new and don't want to get absolutely annihilated every time they just go into multiplayer. So I like the options, especially in a play test, that they're giving options of giving PvE as well, which I really, really like. Next, you've got your 4 PvP multiplayer modes for up to 5 against 5v5 players. So you've got your frontline, which is available through your PvP matchmaking or custom lobby. You've got your assault zones, which again is through your custom lobby, combat, and excursion. So all these are again through the custom lobbies. I've heard of frontline, I've heard of assault zones, I've heard of combat. Excursion I've actually not heard of in any of the game series yet. I think possibly the original Call to Arms, you know, the more modern Call to Arms, I think that's in the game, but I can't remember again top of my head. But I would like to see how Excursion plays out. I have no idea. Again, I'll be diving a lot kind of more details into these type of game modes further in the future if I don't have time to play in the playtest. Next, and then lastly, you've got your 7 multiplayer match, and 2 of them are brand new match, which is Airfield, and then you've got your Carpathians. I hope I'm pronouncing these right, so I'm definitely going to be checking out those 2 maps. And then you've got Azerville, I'm definitely butchering that, and then Borovoya River. Again, please let me know if I'm pronouncing these wrong, because I don't mind making fun of myself now and then. You've got the coast, and then you've got farmland, and then you've got Winter March. So I can tell Winter March is definitely going to be a winter map. I'd like to see these maps in a different range of terrain. So like maybe you have to capture maybe a hill or something, like a really strategic position on the map where you can get the advantages. Although try and not make it, I'd like to see maps that are not completely overpowered on one side. For if you are doing a PvP, I don't want to see kind of one player have this completely OP side of the map, and then that means the other player just has absolutely no chance of winning. So I'm really hoping they really balance out the maps, make sure it's really even for the players, and it's not just a complete power overside, completely OP for one side of the map. So that is kind of like the rundown of what is new to this game, to the playtest. And now what we're going to do is just go into the main menu, have a look, and then just see like the mechanics. And I am probably going to turn off the game music, by the way, just because I'm scared of copyright reasons. So let's get straight into the game. Alright guys, so this is where you'll first come in to when you see this. There's a lot of stuff on the screen, and I've had a look briefly through it, and just to see what it's like, and there's a few things that already stand out to me, which is the main obvious ones, which are your 3 distinctive type of options you can go and do different games. So you've got your player versus player, your combined arms, and you've got your player versus AI. I like how big and right in front of you, so it's really obvious where you can go, where in kind of like the other games you had to go into like another tab and then try and find a game and then try and find the game mode you want, whereas this is just right, oh, I just hit my mic. It's right in front of you, and you can see that when you hover over it, it's highlighted in red for anybody that's kind of maybe slightly blind, but I don't know, it's kind of, you can see which one you're kind of hovering over and which one you're clicking by. So I really like this. And also you've got your objectives on the side, so I think this is actually a really cool wee addition to add, because I've definitely not seen this in any other series of the game, where you have objectives which you need to complete, and they actually tell you what are, like deal 30,000 damage to light tanks, earn 2,500 XP with separate infantry squads. So you have aims, you have objectives to try and go, and this will help you learn kind of the basics of the game as well. It's really cool. So that's kind of challenges. And then you've got your battalion, so play using the US last tank regiment. So it shows you, also gives you objectives of using different regiments, again, which I really like, because it gives you a chance to test out different battalions, or should I say battalions, of different nations. Now, as far as I'm aware, I know there's the American, there's the Soviets, and then there's the Germans in the game, and I think those are the three nations that are in the game just now. I'm hoping they'll probably add more nations definitely into the game sooner, or sorry, again, later, close to release date. And yeah, it's just really cool that these objectives kind of give you a kind of a how-to, I guess, of how to play the game. I know that kind of sounds quite ridiculous to say, but it really does give you an idea of what units you can play with, which ones your favourites, which ones your least favourites, and which ones you think you can use to your advantage and not. So it's really cool. You've got your matchmaking, and something that I actually didn't actually really like is that in the top right hand corner, actually my face is covering it. As you can see in the top right hand corner, there's a wee kind of soldier with a wee green dot and badge. So if you click that, it actually takes you to a customizable setting that allows you to see your achievements, how many battles you've done, your rating, your units that you like, battalions that you like, performances as well. And also it just, all this is really, I've never seen quite so big and so kind of bold out, so as you can really see it clearly, whereas kind of in the other games it's very much, you know, it's very small, you know, you have to click, again, it's very hard to see them, but this is really big, you can see them properly, and it's really good, really well laid out. You've got your summary, you've got your references, you've got your battles, you can check how many battles you've done, you can check your achievements, as you can see. You've got your troops, which is, of course, you can check, which I haven't done yet, your rating, and then the league. And the league, I think this just tells you where you are kind of on the scale of how good you are throughout the game. So this is really, and you actually get rewards for it too, which is really cool. And it's a really nice addition to the game as well. For people that play this game through, you know, by keep doing battles, you get rewards at the end. I think that's the system, the way it works. I think it is. So, but you also, it tells you how you have to do it. So you must earn 10 league points to qualify. So it gives you an idea of what you have to do first before achieving it, which is really cool. And then something I also want to point out is when you kind of hover over your soldier, you can, it pops up here where you hover over it, you can click this and it lets you customize your badge, your guys. So you've got a choice of just now of 3 soldiers. I presume it'll probably expand when the full game releases, and then you can also choose between 2 badges. Of course, I'm going with the golden one, you know, why would not? I'm already brilliant at this game. Wink wink. Anyway, so yeah, really cool customizations here. I honestly really love it. You can pick anything you want and at any time you want, really. It's really cool. So it really does stand out to the audience. And also you've got your notifications as well, which tells you when you level up, your profile levels up. So as you can see, congratulations, your profile again is level 1, keep going. And then here it tells you all your friends, your online friends that are on or offline, which is really cool to see as well. And it really kind of just stands out compared again to the other games, where the other games, again, you just have, they're so small and it's not really noticeable where this is. And then, of course, at the top, you have your main three, which is your campaign, your multiplayer, which is where we were in the first place, and then learn, which tells you, actually gives you a tutorial, which is your, if you click here and then you click basic tutorials, it will give you a progress of how you're doing your tutorial, and then you click it, and then it just gives you a full it gives you a full basic learning idea of how to play this game. I'll of course I'll be uploading how-to videos as well on this game, because I feel like this game might not cover everything that players want, so I'll be covering some things that aren't in the tutorial that I'll hopefully show to you guys again once the game releases. Of course, you have your, it tells you again, it shows you different units as well. I think Gates of Hell have this, but or one of the two. Yeah, I think Gates of Hell have this. Getting there, the navigation side, it's quite hard to get to, whereas this, it's quite clear, you know, how to get to it. You can even just click on them and it gives you information. So if you're clicking on a mortar, you want to find out about its firepower, its abilities, its achievements, its advantages and disadvantages. This is what I really like about, because when you're able to see this, you can then decide when to bring these type of units on the battlefield, and whether you think they're useful in the moment or on the battlefield against players or bots. Depending if you're attacking or defending, again, it really does tell you when to use it, which is really cool. And lastly, just going into the campaign, again, as I said with the Word document I showed, you get 3 campaigns, and it shows you one-off missions that require a wide range of tactical skills. So this again will give you a basic idea. I would highly recommend this to anybody that doesn't like PvP and only likes to play against bots. Now again, I'd also recommend for players who are again brand new to kind of this type of game, kind of strategy games, RTS, I think it's an RTS type of game. This is that I would recommend it for these players, as doing PvP, you might go up against someone that is completely, experienced, and you'll just get absolutely thrashed. So I'm glad, again, there's a PvE aspect to it all for players that maybe don't feel confident in being able to show what they have against other players in case, they feel embarrassed or they get slaughtered. So really like that. And I really think that is everything that I've got for this video today. Yep, that is it for today's video. I don't know why I said it like that really weirdly, but yeah, that is it for today. Again, this was kind of just like a wee 10 to 15 minute video, where I'm now looking at actually close to, we're actually at 20 minutes, which is definitely not good. I thought it'd be shorter, but yeah, this is going to be it for today, guys. I will be releasing another video of this game, an actual gameplay of it, over the weekend, so look out for that. Again, keep your notifications checked on. But other than that, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and let me know what you think of this game. Do you think it's kind of too close to kind of like Gates of Hell and the way the mechanics works, or do you really love it and there's things that just make it really obvious and the mechanics that make it really better than the others games in the series? So guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching and our support, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, and goodbye.